Hello, guys and gals. No, so I saw a video reading this, and it had like some AI voice doing it. Um, so it's stupid. It's a creepy pasta, so don't expect too much from it. But I thought I would read it myself. I don't think I really finished the video just because the AI voice was just, you know. But warning, warning. This article contains contents that's not safe for work. Please hit the back button on your browser or go to another page if you don't want to see the content featured on this article. Otherwise, view at your own risk. You have been warned. 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 No, when I was younger, I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. I had read the manga, watched every episode of the anime, and I had a lot of Dragon Ball Z merchandise. I had the action figures, trading cards. I had the trading cards. I don't know where they are anymore. I thought I kept them, but I know I have all my Yu Yu Hakusho ones and all my Pokemon ones, and I think I have some Digimon ones too. But I don't know what happened to all my Dragon Ball Z cards. I didn't play it. I just kind of collected. I am merely a collector. I began my collection with a Mew card, and now I have all this. Anyway, I even played video games like Legacy of Goku. Legacy of Goku, the second, the Boo's Fury, and it was a little better. But that first game, man, God, that was brutal. For GBA and Budokai Tenkaichi on the PlayStation 2. Amazing game. The Tenkaichi games are some of the best. One time, I decided to watch the whole Dragon Ball Z series. So I got out the old VHS tapes. VHS? I know what VHSs are. I'm old, so. That the episodes were on, and I watched them. When I was watching the Buu saga, I came across an episode that didn't make sense. This was supposed to be after where Majin Vegeta sacrificed himself to kill Buu, but it had the same opening as the Cell saga. The episode began with Goku playing some card game. Was it card games on motorcycles? Card games on motorcycles. With King Kai in Otherworld. Goku and King Kai both had halos, so this must have been after Goku was killed by Cell. All of a sudden, Vegeta appeared out of thin air. He teleported to Otherworld. I don't know how, but he did. This didn't make sense, and Vegeta wasn't even dead. He was alive. The living usually don't teleport to Otherworld, and if Vegeta was dead, wouldn't he be in hell? Then I noticed something odd about Vegeta. He had no pupils. His eyes were like a clear white void of nothingness. Also, there were tears of blood coming from Vegeta's eyes, and his skin was a pale gray tone like he was a zombie. This sent shivers down my spine. Oh. No better than the last one I read or was watching, where, garbled Japanese, and the last thing the person heard was you. And then instead of just like taking the game out like a normal person, they like slammed down on their PS2 to get the game out. Like any normal person would do. I had never seen an episode like this, but I just had to keep watching it. I just had to. You ruined me, Kakarot, Vegeta said. You ruined my butthole. You ruined me. Goku ruined Vegeta? How so? Out of curiosity, I kept watching. The screen then cut to black, and it showed Gohan doing his homework. Then Vegeta teleported into his room. He ruined me, Vegeta said. Now I will kill all that he loves. Gohan turned around and saw Vegeta. Vegeta, what happened to... Before Gohan could even talk to him, Vegeta did a straight arm punch into Gohan's chest. His fist went through Gohan's flesh and broke through his ribcage. Then Vegeta ripped a bloody heart out of Gohan's chest. Gohan died in an instant and fell on his bedroom floor, lifeless and dead. Redundant redundancy. He was lifeless and dead. I was horrified and disgusting. You mean you horrified and disgusted? Whatever. That would have just happened. Why would Vegeta kill Gohan like that? I thought Vegeta cared about Gohan. He practically saved him in the fight against Cell. I had never seen anything so gruesome on Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was violent, yes, but there was never anything that gruesome on Dragon Ball Z. Never, apart from all the times where arms were ripped off and holes were being shot through their chest and, you know, I mean, you had Piccolo literally ripping off his own arms. Who would have imagined? Vegeta was holding Gohan's bloody heart. Also, Vegeta decapitated, was it Goldo? So, you know, some freaking fan you turned out to be. Then Vegeta bent down. Wait, no, wait. Vegeta was holding Gohan's bloody heart in his hand. He ate the heart like a cannibal and got blood all over his face. Then he licked the blood off of his mouth. I felt sick. I wanted to vomit. What kind of sick, twisted writer would ever air an episode like this? As soon as the episode started, I knew it was just a lost episode. They never aired, and just now, I had seen why it never aired. I kept watching. It's like, what's the... These people are always so stupid. If you're so grossed out, why not just turn it off? Is there a force compelling you to keep watching? Like, seriously, you see creepy shit, it's like, okay. Yep, that's enough creepy shit for me today. I kept watching, but I regretted it. I want to know why anyone would make an episode like this. Then Vegeta bent over Gohan's dead body and pulled on his hair. He ripped his head off and decapitated him. Blood spurted from the stump where Gohan's head used to be. Then Vegeta devoured Gohan's head completely in a few seconds, leaving only a bloody skull left. Disgusted by this, I fast-forwarded this part, because surely it's going to get better and much more family-friendly. Vegeta was crouched down over Gohan's bloody skeleton. He had eaten the flesh off his whole body. I was so disgusted, I paused so I could vomit in a bucket. Again, just turn the fucking thing off. After all that I had seen, I, for some reason, still... You're doing this to yourself at this point. You've had like 50 other freaking chances to turn this shit off. You could have stopped at any time, and you keep going. You only did this to yourself. Watch. So I hit play. Then Vegeta killed Chi-Chi and ate the flesh off her whole body, leaving only a bloody skeleton left. Chi-Chi had been pregnant with Goten at this time, and Goten was still growing in Chi-Chi's uterus. Vegeta killed and ate Goten when he was only a fetus, and he devoured Chi-Chi's uterus. Oh, that's what you get from being a monkey. I covered my eyes at this part, and I was crying. I had never seen anything so disturbing in my life. Then Vegeta teleported to Kami's lookout. Piccolo, Dende, and Mr. Popo were all on the lookout, and were troubled by something, as if they knew what had happened. Piccolo looked at Vegeta and clenched his fists. He screamed with rage and powered up. Then he lunged at Vegeta and tried to kill him. He could not believe what he had done to Gohan and Chi-Chi and even Goten. Vegeta grabbed Piccolo by the neck and ripped his head off. Purple blood spurted off the stump where Piccolo's head used to be. I was sad, and but you were already crying. Like, I covered my eyes at this part, and I was crying. You've been crying this whole time, like a little baby. So, and I was sad, and I started crying again. Because Piccolo was my favorite character, and it broke my heart to see him killed in such a gruesome way. Mr. Popo and Dende had watched in horror as Vegeta had killed Piccolo. They panicked and tried to flee, but then Vegeta grabbed Dende and Mr. Popo by the necks and ripped both of their heads off like he had done with Piccolo. They both screamed in agony and fear when their heads were ripped off. I started sobbing uncontrollably. I couldn't watch it anymore. It was too horrible to watch. Crying, I told my dad about everything, and he believed me. He, my dad took the VH, he took the VH tape and ran it over with his car. My dad took the VH tape and ran it over with his car and destroyed it. After this, I never watched Dragon Ball Z ever again. I am no longer a fan of it anymore. I sold all my merchandise to get rid of the memories. I didn't want to remember it anymore. And he ran it over with his car. That'll get rid of everything. Okay, so like, what was the point of running it over though? All you had to do was turn it off. It's not like it was one of those, you know, Vegeta turning to the screen like, "You're next," and then suddenly a Vegeta plushie appears behind you on your bed or something. No, it was just some weird, stupid, lost episode. You could have just had fun with it and just given it to someone else. It's like, hey guys, I've got a really cool, never before seen Dragon Ball Z episode. It's free to anyone who wants. Or actually, you could have made a profit on that. Lost episode, you know, it showed screenshots from it. Yeah, like lost episode, $5,000. So you could have scared the shit out of people and made a profit out of it, moron. But this is just ridiculous. You know, this is why some creepypastas, people stay away from them, because you get, you know, you get the stuff like the blood, the bloody tears, and I mean, I'm just surprised this one didn't have Vegeta looking at the screen at the end like, "Oh, you're next." So, but yeah, that was Vegeta's revenge. Oh, I love creepypastas. And he ran it over with his car. And then suddenly Vegeta flew out of the VHS tape, and he attacked my dad. And he started eating my dad's flesh, and I couldn't help but cry. And then suddenly Vegeta turned to me and said, "You're next, kid. Thank you for letting me into your world." And then Vegeta lunged at me and I died. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.